the Art of Living Foundation. For 25 years, it worked on programs promoting peace, combating violence and drug addiction, empowering our youth. It has an incredible following that cuts through all religions, cultures, and backgrounds. A very, very difficult thing to do in today's world.
Gurudev has been conferred with numerous awards around the globe, including the highest civilian award of Colombia, Mongolia, and Paraguay, the Padma Vibhushan, one of India's highest civilian award, and 21 honorary doctorates globally. His vision for the world is to see a smile on every face and create a stress-free and violence-free society.
Do I start? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending with where you are watching us from. Here from the motherland, it is good afternoon, and we say halala. Coming to you live with love from Zimbabwe. I'm truly, truly honored to be your host or moderator for today, this great, auspicious event, I Meditate Africa 2021, a strong mind building a resilient Africa. What a theme, what a celebration. And this is the 9th edition. My name is Miss V Candy. You can call me Nonhlanhla, hoping that you won't break your tongue trying to pronounce that. Let me hasten to acknowledge the presence of the great mind behind this great initiative, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, a global humanitarian leader, a global peace ambassador, a spiritual teacher, and the founder of the Art of Living Foundation, who has been changing the world throughout, through spearheading some life-changing campaigns, which has seen lives being transformed by promoting, a violence-free and a peace-loving world. Let me also acknowledge the presence of distinguished guests here present, Your Excellencies from the Indian Commission, High Commission. We have Mrs. Pratibha Paria from Angola, and from Botswana. Joining us is Dr. Rajesh Rajan, and please do forgive my pronunciation for your names. Do forgive me so much. And joining us from Cameroon, we have Mr. Rakesh Malhotra, and from Ghana and Sierra Leone is Mr. Sugand Rajaram. From Mozambique, joining us is Mr. Sunil Sharma, and from Rwanda, Mr. Oscar Kiketa. From the High Commission. From Senegal, Cape Verde, Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau, joining us is Mr. G.V. Srinivas, and from Zimbabwe, Mr. Vijay Kanduja. We say Jai Gurudev. For the past 8 years, in conjunction and in alignment with Africa Day, The Art of Living Foundation has been embarking and engaging on a continent-wide campaign that has seen participation of over 2 million people in 33 countries and over 123 countries nationwide, on a campaign that promotes peace, peace through meditation, peace through mindfulness, and peace through quiet time. And this has transformed a lot of lives. And especially during this pandemic, the global pandemic, the COVID-19 times, the practice of meditation has been so imperative for a lot of people as they are going through stressful times. They are facing anxiety, and some of them actually going through depression. So it has been heightened and really imperative for people to practice meditation. And we want to thank the Art of Living Foundation for this great initiative, I Meditate Africa. We welcome all our viewers from around the world. Thank you so much for making time. I will be walking you through the program of how our day is going to be like. To start with, we will have highlights of I Meditate Africa from different participants from different parts of the continent. And after that, I will also have a rendition or a song done by an amazing Zimbabwean artist, an award-winning artist known as Tammy. After that, we'll also have a video of the Art of Living Service Projects Africa, as they've also been engaging in life-changing initiatives to change people's lives, and we'll also be showing you some of the campaigns they have been doing in different parts of the continent as well. And then after that, we'll get to that time where we introduce Gurudev, Sri Ravi Shankar, and our esteemed panelists. I'm so excited to introduce our panelists to you, and I will be doing that shortly. But before we get to the rest of the program, let me just turn your attention to the screen as we give you highlights of I Meditate Africa 2021.
La patrie de la vraie fraternité.
As a mind cleanse, where you're able to delve deep into your own inner being and be present and be in a safe space with yourself.
Meditation is medication. I Meditate Africa. This is one of the largest online meditation.
To transform your energy, if you're in a dark and deep space, just take it.
Let us take this opportunity and do I Meditate Africa.
I absolutely love it. Meditation is medication. It's medicinal, and it is therapeutic. It helps, it revives. I love one of the lines, one of the quotes that Gurudev says, that a strong mind can carry a weak body, but a weak mind cannot carry a strong body. We have to be strong. We have to be strong in the mind. Of course, it is the biggest online meditation free, the 9th edition. How exciting is this? A strong mind building a resilient Africa. We need to build a strong Africa. We need to build a resilient Africa. And we really need to harness all the talents that we have. And we can only do that when we have a strong mind, when we have peace from within. And once again, thank you so much for making time. And I do hope, and I'm confident that after this session, your lives will not be the same. Also, we are going to have meditation with Gurudev before the end of this session. So do stick around for that. Now, let me introduce one of the award-winning artists from Zimbabwe. She is a singer, she is a songwriter, she is a role model for the youth, an amazing human being altogether who is also big on meditation and mindfulness. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Tammy Moyo.
Hi everybody, my name is Tammy Moyo, and I am a 23-year-old singer-songwriter who is passionate and driven from Zimbabwe. And today I will be singing a song called New Day, and it talks about new beginnings and celebrating where we are in life. I hope that it soothes your soul. I hope that it comforts you wherever you are. And once again, I'm so honored and grateful to be part of today's platform. Here it goes, enjoy.
Today's a new day. I am holding on. I ain't giving up. It's a new day. Good things are coming my way. Celebrate. Zumara Buddha. Kunze Kwachena. It's a new day. Good things are coming my way. Celebrate. Here we go. It's a new day, good things are coming my way. Celebrate. Oh, it's a new day, good things are coming my way. Celebrate.
Wow, totally beautiful. I enjoyed every moment of that performance, and I know that you enjoyed it as well. A round of applause for Tammy. She is an award-winning Zimbabwean artist, so young and so gifted as well. If you're just tuning in, welcome to I Meditate Africa 2021, a strong mind building a resilient Africa. And 2021 is the year to showcase the power of resilience, the power of emotional and mental strength, the power of tenacity. And how do we achieve that? We achieve that by meditation. We achieve that by mindfulness. We achieve that by giving ourselves quiet time and reaching to our inner being. That's the only way we can achieve that. We still have a lot lined up for you this afternoon or evening or morning, as I say, depending with where you are watching us from. But thank you so much. You can go on your social media platforms and hashtag I meditate Africa. Let this be a Mexican wave, and just pass on the torch. Let everyone, just say, I meditate Africa. Let's go viral. How about that? So right now, I'm so excited about this particular point of this event, because the Art of Living Foundation is one of those foundations that has been truly changing the world through embarking on different campaigns and projects around the continent as well. And we want to applaud you for the great work, selfless work that you're doing, the Art of Living Foundation in Africa. So for now, I'd also want you to turn your attention to the screen as we get through some of the projects that the Art of Living Foundation in Africa has been doing.
Art of Living Africa. Over the years, the Art of Living Foundation has not only brought smiles to faces across the world through breath, yoga and meditation workshops, but have also reached out to communities in need, be it orphanages, prisons, or the environment at large.
I came here when I'm not smiling, but now I'm smiling.
Our prison program aims to reduce offender recidivism and end the repeated cycle of violence and abuse. These programs are currently run by the volunteers and teachers all around Africa. The breath, water, sound programs teach simple breathing, sound relaxation, and meditation techniques to relax the individual, which seeks to address the challenges of economically and emotionally distressed communities by empowering them. Uganda. Over and above the happiness workshops, the Art of Living Uganda continued with Project Pavitra, where menstrual hygiene workshops were conducted for girl children in Kampala, Uganda. Kenya. The Art of Living Kenya have successfully got people meditating through a local radio station with a following of 300,000 people. They have also reached 1,000 kids at schools where students experienced breathwork and meditation. Botswana. The Art of Living in Botswana have been carrying out the blanket distribution project during the winter months for the last 15 years. Special lunches were also provided for the underprivileged children from Mukubilo village, Francistown. Angola held its very first online happiness course in July 2020, followed by Sahaj and Shri Shri Yoga. All programs are held in Portuguese or translated for the local people. South Africa. With the pandemic hitting the world, many South Africans were left unemployed and stranded with no way of feeding their families. The Art of Living South Africa took many initiatives to assist those in need. Free online courses were held for the frontline workers, and the health resilience and empowerment workshops were rolled out online. These workshops aided people from across the continent and globe, bringing some stress relief through a tough lockdown phase. Nigeria. Nigeria teams have been quite active throughout 2020. Many online courses have been held, initiatives throughout COVID, a yoga session with the National Judicial Council, radio interviews promoting I Meditate Africa, and even an online talent show. The Art of Living Zimbabwe made a large donation of wool blankets to Blankets of Bulawayo in 2020. Zimbabwe have also collected a number of basic necessities and donated it to the Sandra Jones Home, a home that takes care of girls who have been abused. This initiative was very well received and meant a lot to all the girls. There is still a lot more work to be done, and our volunteers across Africa are joining hands during these challenging times to bring the much needed inner strength and peace to our beautiful continent, Africa.
Wow, this makes me so proud to be African. This makes me so proud to be African, and major love and respect to the Art of Living team in Zimbabwe and in Africa, the rest of Africa, for the great work and initiatives that you're doing. And can you believe this? The Art of Living is turning a huge 40 years this year. They have been in existence for the past 40 years, bringing smiles to people. Is that not just fulfilling? It's amazing. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, it is the 9th edition of I Meditate Africa, a global peace initiative for Africa by Africa, where we encourage people to meditate, to be mindfulness, and to have quiet time in order for them to get the peace and happiness that they deserve. Later on, we're going to be led into a guided meditation by Gurudev, and I am so looking forward to it. Imagine all of us vibrating on the same frequency, just the impact. It's going to be amazing. For now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the founder of the Art of Living Foundation, as well as our panelists today who are going to be talking. Let me introduce Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. He is a global humanitarian leader. He is a global peace ambassador. He is a spiritual teacher, and he has been transforming the world. He's also the founder of the Art of Living Foundation and has had unprecedented worldwide movement for a stress-free and violence-free society. And he has also rekindled the ancient wisdom of yoga and meditation, making it relevant to the 21st century, that even the young people can partake and have their lives rejuvenated and transformed as well. His impact has touched millions and millions of people in over 156 countries. And we just want to say thank you so much, Jai Gurudev.
It's wonderful to be with you all. Thank you, Miss Candy. You very nicely, you presented all the work that is happening in African continent. And I would talk before, let me have the pleasure of listening to our panelists. And then I will say a few words and lead into a meditation. Yeah.
Thank you so
much. With you all.
It's such an honor to be in your presence, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. Let me introduce our panelists today. We have some esteemed guests joining us from different parts of the continent as well. We have Poncho Piro Moloi, who is a former Botswana national team player and also former squad member of the Botswana AFCON 2021. He is currently a coach at Gaborone United, which is one of the biggest teams in Botswana. Apart from being a successful footballer at national and international level, Poncho is also a role model to Botswana's youth. Thank you so much, Poncho, for joining us. Let me also introduce Willis Onyango. He is the CEO and the founder and executive director at the Youth Cafe, a multi-award winning Pan-African youth organization, and his leadership and guidance, redefining the story of Africa's youth. He is also an author and columnist for several international publications. Welcome to I Meditate Africa, Willis.
Thank you so much for having me.
Also, welcome to Manisha Mishra. She is the Chief of Communications at UNICEF Tanzania, and she moved from mainstream media to her role at the UN and has been with the UN for about 17 years, serving in India, Sri Lanka, and Tanzania during her stint with UNICEF. India, she partnered with the Art of Living Foundation on various projects. Welcome to I Meditate Africa 2021, Manisha.
Thank you so much, Ms. Candy. It's an honor to be here.
Maybe to start the conversation and to get the ball rolling, can we honor ladies? Let me start with you, Manisha Mishra. Looking at I Meditate Africa 2021, I just want to hear from you in consideration and in line with our theme, a strong mind building a resilient Africa, what it means to you as a woman and as also someone who prioritizes mental health. And feel free to talk as much as you can. And also when you are done, you can ask Gurudev any question.
Thank you so much, Ms. Candy. As I said, it's a privilege to be here among such an esteemed pool of guests, and Gurudev himself, Sri Ravi Shankar. I actually also want to say good afternoon, good evening to everyone who's logged in. So good afternoon, good evening, Africa. Africa is a very special continent. It's the cradle of humanity. It was special and continues to be special. It is home to 25% of world's children. Just to give you an idea, its child population is 4 times larger than Europe's child population. And in just 30 years from now, Africa will be home to 40% of world's children. Such a wonderful opportunity for Africa to shape its future, raise a healthy, resilient, educated generation by ensuring children are cared for, survive, and thrive. The sheer number of Africa's children and its growing share of the world's children's population means that dividends for the continent will be dividends for the world and for humanity. So let us be mindful that while this is an opportunity, it can also pose immense challenges. Africa has much to be proud of. Considerable gains have been achieved that have contributed to the development of Africa. There have been advances in quality primary health care, access to improved water and sanitation, better education, to name a few. More needs to be done. The continent's per capita income could grow by 4 times by 2050 if there is increased focus on its health, education, and protection of children, issues that are important and often recognized. One issue that also needs to be given adequate focus is extremely important, not talked about, is mental health of children. Mental health, if at all, is considered to pose risks to adults. However, to share some astounding figures with you, it is estimated that around 1 in 5 adolescents has a mental health or behavioral problem. Depression is the single largest cause of disease for children aged 15 to 19. And the figure that I'm referring to is from the pre-COVID world. Now we are living through the biggest shared psychological distress since the Second World War. The uncertainty, isolation, and loss around COVID-19 are profoundly impacting children everywhere. Over the last 18 months, parents, teachers, all adults and everyone around the world have asked so much of our children to stay at home, to wait, to wash their hands and wear masks, and be brave in the face of never-ending uncertainty and loss. None of these pressures comes without consequences. All of us, or at least most of us, have some first-hand experience of how COVID has impacted families. I too have experienced this. I was suddenly whisked away for 4 weeks into isolation in an ICU. And within those 4 weeks, I lost my father, and my children were huddled at home alone with my mother, not knowing whether I will come back or not, but trying to be brave at the same time. By God's grace, I'm back. But I can see the emotional distress this has caused my 2 children. At the same time, I would say that we were still privileged and are privileged that our children, my children, were safe at home, taken care of, could be in touch using technology. I shudder to think about the emotional well being of the ones who do not have an economic and social cushion. And while mental health is such a huge issue today, it remains a neglected area globally. In Africa, there is one mental health professional for every 100,000 people. A dark fact. But in our darkest moments, we often find light. This is an opportunity to look within, look at solutions. Teaching ourselves and our children how to take care of our mental health and be resilient is very important. And I think I Meditate Africa is a very, very important initiative from that perspective, that we focus on family centered support, healthy relationships, and well being of adults. Art of Living has always recognized burning issues in society. In India, I worked with them to raise issues pertaining to the girl child that resulted in 1 million people pledging actions in support to the girl child. As the need to address mental health becomes big, I'm sure these initiatives will make a huge dent going forward. Gurudev, since I have the privilege to be here and ask your question, I would like to seek your guidance on what should we as individuals and societies do to safeguard mental health of our children and raise resilient and mentally stable children. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Manisha Mishraji. You have really brought to light some very glaring facts. 40% of world children live in Africa is something that we all have to be, on one hand, very concerned and then proud of, both at the same time. African children, they have a natural rhythm in them. They are so close to nature. I think in the world, if you see, rhythm is inbuilt in the DNA of people from African continent. They are very good, they're very enthusiastic, they have such an innocence in them. But what we need to do is, as you correctly pinpointed, medical facilities and education must reach nook and corner of Africa. These two things are absolutely essential for a healthy generation to come up. Now, along with this, definitely mental health, without attending to mental health aspect of mental and spiritual aspects of one's growth, we cannot expect a sane and violence-free society at all. We have seen in the Central African continent, kids have seen a lot of trauma, they have seen a lot of violence and have had a lot of trauma. And we definitely need to reach out to them and bring back the smile on their faces, because they are going to be the future world citizens. Every other person in the world in the future is going to be from the African continent. And I don't think they'll all just stay in one place. They will become good businessmen, professionals, and they'll go around the world. And it is very pertinent now to teach them meditation, to teach them skills by which they can get rid of their stress. They're able to see life from a broader perspective and vision and take responsibility for themselves and their environment. So meditation, counseling is essential, and give them positive vision about life. This is again very, very important. Skill centers is also another thing. Skill development workshops away from the traditional education system will also help a lot of school dropouts. We find a lot of school dropouts in the African continent. As I see in many countries, the kids go to school at a teenage level. They simply don't want to go to school anymore. So why? Because it's not so interesting to them. Here, if you can introduce more skill training centers and give them a mission and an opportunity for creativity and employment, kids would do great. Because I've seen they have such a great tendency to bond with everybody. Yeah. So meditation is very, very, very important for children. We have created special programs for them, both parents and teachers. For parents, we have created a program in Art of Living called Know Your Child and Know Your Teens. Parents need to be trained, and then teachers need to be trained as well, because teachers need to understand the psychology. In none of our education systems world over, maybe there may be some exceptions, but generally education systems does not really give an idea about child's mindset, or psychology is not a topic or subject, child psychology especially, in the teachers training programs. So this is something I would want all the governments to introduce in the teachers training, so that the teachers are equipped to counsel a child when the child is not feeling good or depressed or rebellious or violent, has violent behavior in the classroom. They don't know what to do, how to handle them, other than just sending them away from the school. These are something I feel we must attend to, and let me hope that, let's all hope that Africa will bring out some of the brilliant minds and in the world in the future generations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gurudev, for responding to that, always coming through with so much wisdom, saying that psychology should be introduced, to young ones as we nurture them to become the future leaders and the future citizens of tomorrow. Thank you so much. It is I Meditate Africa 2021, and just our panelists asking some questions and also walking us through some of the initiatives and some of the ideas that they are bringing forth to the table. Joining us now, let me call onto the platform Willis Onyango, who is the CEO and the founder and executive director at the Youth Cafe, which is a multi-award-winning Pan-African youth organization. And his leadership and guidance is redefining the story of Africa's youth. Willis, good afternoon to you. And as our theme is saying, a strong mind building a resilient Africa. In line with the youth that you work with, what can you say around this theme? And when you're done, you can also go on to ask a question to Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar.
Hello, everyone. I would first and foremost want to thank the Art of Living Foundation for inviting us to be part of such an esteemed group of people. It is truly an honor to be here with all of you. My name is Willis Onyango, and I'm the Executive Director of a Pan-African youth-led and youth-serving organization called the Youth Cafe. The Youth Cafe strives to enrich the lives of young people by modeling and advancing youth-led and right-based approaches to foster young people's civic efficacy, community resilience, sustainable development, an equitable society, as well as in proposing innovative solutions, driving social progress, and inspiring transformative change. Young people comprise more than 75% of Africa's total population. At the Youth Cafe, we believe the youth are a tremendous and essential asset worth investing in. However, what we've seen is, since the start of the pandemic, a surge of symptoms related to stress, anxiety, and other mental health issues among young people in Africa, and indeed globally. This hinders their ability to unlock their full and true potential. Young people that we work with across the continent are disproportionately affected by the secondary impacts of COVID-19 pandemic. And this has serious ramifications and consequences for mental health as well as well-being. Untreated, these conditions have serious effects on young people's development progress, their life chances, family life, and indeed educational achievement, with long-term risks for poor health, social and economic marginalization, leading to unemployment. We are working at the Youth Cafe on a body of work that is focusing exclusively on formulating a contextually appropriate psychosocial intervention model that is aiming to improve young people's mental health, to promote social inclusion and strengthen the post-pandemic resilience and recovery processes. We see an increase in mental health care needed, particularly for vulnerable populations in Africa. Yet, as this need expands, only one mental health provider is available per 100,000 people in Africa, as one of my speakers mentioned. And studies we see have confirmed that mental and social benefits of meditation, hence it is a mechanism worth harnessing. And we think that this has ability to strengthen the and make flexible, as well as reduce symptoms of stress, depression, and anxiety. This is why at the Youth Cafe, we are honored to be in this session so that we can learn and explore the immense benefit of meditation to unlock the power of our minds and the potential of our souls. I feel privileged to be in the presence of Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar, whose work has indeed been an inspiration to all of us. I would like to end with one of my favorite quotes by none other than Gurudev, that nothing in this world can bother you as much as your own mind. With respect to my question to Gurudev, the COVID-19 has increased threats to mental health and exacerbated pre-existing global inequalities. And this is heightened in Africa in terms of access to care. In your opinion, how could we address these challenges to achieve a youth-centered post-COVID recovery, given the close links between youth mental health, social disability, and economic development? Thank you.
Wonderful, Onyango. Let me congratulate for your initiatives in Youth Cave. Let me also wish you that you get good success in creating more and more Youth Cafe all over Africa. You know, youth have a lot of energy, they need direction. This energy need to be channelized properly. And without that, otherwise it will create a lot of frustration and then depression. What we find amongst the youth is when they are in the lockdown, either they get so frustrated and get into depression, or on the other side, they become so aggressive and their relationship with everybody becomes so sour. Now, at this time, it is the best way to keep the mental balance is through meditation. So I Meditate Africa is just the beginning to introduce youth to meditation. More and more youth can get benefit out of it, so that they are able to be the master of their mind. They're able to control their emotions. They're able to control their anger. See, whenever someone does something out of anger and unconscious anger, that they end up regretting later on, isn't it? So in order for them not to regret their action, we need to bring them more awareness, mindfulness, and that happens through meditation. Now, the youth, I know, feel there is a gloom looming all around. So they're unable to see bright future for themselves. I would like to tell them through this media, through this platform today, listen, when the building has to go taller, first you dig deep down, isn't it? So let us take this as an example. This is a bad time. We all know the whole world is going through crisis, lack of employment, there's a lot of distress about healthcare systems, and unemployment is growing like crazy. In these situations, be strong and be hopeful. This is a time for us to learn more and become more innovators. More startups can happen. And I would like to assure you, this is a temporary phase. We will get over this pandemic soon. It is much better than last year. If you notice, once the vaccine has come out, it is far better than what it was in the last year. So now more medicines are being tested. Once we get a cure for this, which is happening through herbal medicine, Ayurvedic system is doing research on it. There are some Ayurvedic herbal medication which has found to be very useful in turning the situation. So once this sort of medication is being found by whether allopathy or Ayurveda or some system, we would be even more confident to handle the pandemic. So I would like to give the youth this message. This is a temporary phase. You have bright future. Just hang on there. Just hold on and move forward. Okay. Do not waste time in anxiety. If you are feeling a lot of anxiousness due to whatever reason, again, take refuge in meditation. Yoga and meditation will help you to sail through the tough time. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. And on behalf of all the young people on the continent, I'd like to say thank you for encouraging us and for always reminding us that every storm or any storm is just temporary, and we can be above that, we can rise above that. And one of the things and one of the tools is through meditation. I value your work so much, and thank you for what you're doing. The Gurudev responding to Willis Onyango, who is a CEO and a founder and executive director at the Youth Cafe. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, it is I Meditate Africa 2021, and we are saying a strong mind building a resilient Africa. Joining us on the panel, let me call forward Poncho Piro Moloi, who is a former Botswana national team player and also a former squad member of Botswana AFCON 2012, and he is currently a coach at Gaborone United. Poncho, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Kendi. Good afternoon, everybody. I believe myself, Ms. Kendi, and Mr. Rajesh are in the same time frame. And to the rest of the panel, good morning, good evening, and Gurudev. Hello, and how are you?
Hello.
Okay. First and foremost, let me say to you, I'm very honored and humbled for this invitation, and it has really opened my eyes and my mind about meditation. As a former footballer, I have traveled the world. I have traveled Africa. I've seen how Africa is. I have seen how we Africans live. I, for one, I'm from an area where it is not so conducive for the upbringing of a boy and a girl child. And it's quite. I'm from an area where it's really difficult to raise kids and children and so on and so forth. So I know the difficulties in how to go out there and fend for yourself as a young boy or as a child. And this has really, I believe this has really made me to be who I am today. And I have seen the same in the rest of Africa, almost the rest of Africa. I could name the countries that I've visited, that I've seen, quite really difficult environment for, for an upbringing of kids. But this is a very good theme, which is self-explanatory. A strong mind builds a resilient Africa. You can never make it when you have a weak mind. No matter how intelligent or how educated or how well off you are, the biggest asset is a strong mentality. During this difficult time of the COVID pandemic, where people lose their jobs, people lose their loved ones and so on and so forth. This is the time now when we need to be strong as human beings. We need to meditate a lot. As a football person or as a sportsman, as a coach now, and as a leader, I try by all means to breed positivity into the players that I coach, the boys that I lead, and the community at large. And this has helped me to achieve what I've achieved, which I believe it has been good. It is because mentally I'm strong and I'm able to carry the rest of the guys around me to achieve a common goal that we have set for ourselves. And I would like to say, with this initiative, it will take me even further in my career as a football coach, as a sports person, as a man, as a father, as a brother, and as a friend. Maybe to you, Gurudev, Dave, what I could ask you is, how or what could you say to me that I could impart to my players or to my, fellow professional footballers as well, in terms of how can I encourage them and show them the importance of meditation?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Let me congratulate you and let me, compliment you, because you've been doing, you're already an inspiration for many youths, and continue doing the good job you're doing by training people. Yeah, this question, what you asked, there could be many ways. There is not one answer for it. You can find many answers to this question. And once you have this intention, I want to bring people to meditation, time to time you will get ideas and we can implement all of them. People will ask, why meditation? Why should I meditate? I'm happy. What do I get? Then we can tell them, look, you are happy, but this meditation will help you to sustain that happiness. Number one.
Definitely.
It's like dental hygiene. You have good teeth, But if you don't brush your teeth every day, you're not going to keep it, right? You will soon lose them all. In the same way, this is mental hygiene. Meditation is equivalent to mental hygiene. It will help you to be to keep your state of vibrancy and happiness. In fact, it will only enhance your happiness. You may be healthy, but when you take more supplements, when you take vitamins and have a proper good diet, which is more nourishing, your body feels more happier about it, right? All your organs feel happy about it. You can still survive with undernourished, malnutritious food. You will sustain. But to have a healthy body, you need proper food. In the same way, to have healthy mind, you need meditation. Meditation is the food for mind. Number one. Second is, it also, it not only meditation brings sharpness to your intellect, it also helps you to your perception around you. Your perception about things become better. And it also harnesses your emotion. Suppose you have some trauma, suppose you feel bad one day, not every day is the same for everyone. When you're not feeling so good, meditation can change that in just few minutes. Few minutes of meditation, you can come out of your bad mood. So you need to have these tools which would come to you which will be very handy to you at times of need, when there is anxiety, when there is sleeplessness, there is insomnia, or many of those, troubling mental traits can all be handled through meditation. Number two. Third thing is, unseen vibrations we all emit all the time. Meditation makes our vibes positive. Now, who doesn't want positive vibes? Tell me. So you may be smiling, but that smile may not be very genuine because your vibes are negative. And that people can make out, isn't it? Someone is just giving a smile which is so superficial, but inside they are worked up. Inside they are so stressed. That person's smile doesn't mean anything. So what meditation does, it helps one to shun all the stress and negative vibrations and make your body become more vibrant with positive vibes. So these are the things that we can tell them. Basically, to say a violence-free society is possible only when people have positive vibes and meditative mind. Healthy body is possible when the mind is healthy, and through meditation, your nervous system and your endocrine system are all getting benefited through meditation. This is two. Third is, your rest becomes very good. Your clarity of mind and intuitive ability enhances. Who doesn't want intuitive ability? Everybody wants to be intuitive, right? And then creativity. On top of all this, meditation can make us very creative. In a calm state of mind, you get answers to many problems and many issues which you want to solve or which you want to embark on. That is another important aspect in life. On top of all this is a very happy state of mind that we live and we exuberate to people all around us. Yeah, wonderful being with you all. I know it's time for meditation. We have overshot the time perhaps, but just a few minutes of meditation we can all do. This is the most important thing, isn't it? What do you say? What do you say, Candy? Shall we go on for meditation?
Please, that is the moment, Gurudev, that we have all been waiting for.
Everyone is waiting for it.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So let's all sit comfortably, easily. And let's keep our back straight. And if you want to have a sip of water or something, you may do so. And let's first start shaking our hands. And then we can be still. Let's keep our spine erect and body still. Just imagine there is a central string that is passing through our body. Imagine a fine silver string in the very center of your body. Okay. And let's close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Let's become aware of our whole body. Every cell in our body keeps changing in 1 year's time. Become aware of our whole body and let us honor our own body. It is the breath that is keeping our body alive. Every cell of our body is breathing in and it is taking in oxygen. We all know it, right? Become aware of your breath. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. See how long you can hold. When you no longer can hold the breath, just relax. Let go of the breath. Breath moves out on its own, relaxing your body even further. Let's keep a smile on our face. Never mind even if it's a fake one or artificial one. Keep a smile. As you smile, all the muscles in your cheek, in your forehead gets relaxation. Breathe in with a smile and hold the breath. As you hold the breath, watch the mind. The mind is becoming quieter. And let go. When you no longer can hold, just let go. As the breath drains out, it takes away some of our stress as well. Let's do it once again. Let's breathe in, take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs, your upper chest, your abdomen, oh, fill it with breath and hold it. And notice there is air all around you as well. Your skin, your muscles are sandwiched between the inner air and outer air. Now let go. When you cannot hold any more, just let go. Every cell of our body is being penetrated by the air, by the energy, life force. Let us become aware of this fact. Let us become aware of the mind. A mind is like the glow around the wick of a candle. Our body is like the wick of a candle. The mind is the glow all around it. And it's throwing its light all around. Now let's become aware of the walls of the room we are in. If you are in the open space, just become aware of about 10 feet of space all around you. Like the light of a candle spreads to some distance all around, so is the vibration from your body is spreading all the way to the walls of your room. Now, whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them be. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, they all can just be, never mind. Welcome the thoughts. Just embrace them all and relax. Let go of all your efforts. just like the ice cream and the stick that it holds, that is held by a body and mind are. The central cord in you, like the stick of the ice cream, and the body is like the ice cream. Relax the body. Let the mind be as strong as the stick that stays firm and straight. Now let go of all your efforts and let go of all your imaginations. The next few minutes, we will refrain from doing anything, wanting anything, or even trying to know anything. Just let go. And whatever sensations that you may perceive, just let them be. Just let it be. Any tension anywhere, will not try to get rid of them. They'll go by themselves. So just let it be. Whether tension or relaxation, just let it be. Whether pleasant or unpleasant, just let it be. Whether comfort or discomfort, just let it be for few minutes. Just for these few minutes, let's bear the opposites and just let them be. Just let them be. We can do it. Any twitches or itching sensation, just let it be. Or any pleasant or enthralling sensation, let them be. Now I'll chant the words of peace and wisdom, and just this vibration be there. Just let it be. May there be loving vibration all around us, comforting vibration and wisdom all around us. Satyam Jnana Manantam Brahma. Satyam Jnana Anantam Brahma. Yadasti bhati priti swarupam tadevatmanam tadevatmanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly and gradually become aware of your body and surroundings. Let's take another deep breath in with this bigger smile and slowly breathe out with a smile. And at our own speed, we may open our eyes. I know you would like to continue for some more time, right? Don't feel like opening your eyes. That's the joy of meditation. Once you have a taste of it, a new dimension opens in front of us. You know, this is just a little tip of the iceberg. If you go deep in meditation, you will see our life is so much bigger, it's so vast, and it's so rich. Meditation can bring so many gifts to us in our lives. And let me wish you all a very healthy, happy, prosperous life to each and every one of you. And let's all hope we will take this world to better heights in the coming years. Yeah, let's all join together to help those who are in need. Let's do whatever we can do in our capacity to help and heal the planet, which is very pertinent today. These few words, I once again wish you all Siyabonga. Siyabonga. Over to you, Candy.
Thank you so much. We can never thank you enough, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. That meditation, I feel rejuvenated, I feel revived, I feel renewed, and I know everyone who's watching feels the same. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence and with your wisdom. Gurudev, over the past 40 years, has been impacting the lives of over 450 million people worldwide through his initiatives, which include I Meditate Africa, as well as we have heard and learned the power of meditation. Jai Gurudev. And thank you so much for making time to all our viewers from around the world. We totally appreciate you being here at the 9th edition of I Meditate Africa 2021. And our theme, very relevant for the times that we are in, a strong mind building a resilient Africa. And 2021 is the year to showcase the power of resilience, to showcase the power of mental strength, to showcase the power of courage, of tenacity, of perseverance. And we are here to just encourage you to keep going, to keep pushing, and to also impact lives through meditation, through mindfulness, through quiet time, because peace begins from within. And once you conquer your mind, indeed, you can conquer the world. We have a call to action here as the Art of Living, and I want to share this with all of you. But before we get to our call of action, I would also want to encourage you. I want us to go viral. I want to encourage you on different platforms that you are on, be it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to just hashtag I Meditate Africa. And if you're a youth like me, you also say, I am a youth. Can we do that? I Meditate Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our call to action. This is our call to action. And I would love for you to pay attention. This Africa Day, let us all take a pledge towards nurturing strong minds and building a resilient Africa. We are pleased to announce that the Art of Living is officially launching our complementary programs in Africa, which are aimed at providing supportive interventions to build overall physical and mental health through yoga, meditation, and breath work. Once again, we want to thank the organizers of this great event, the panelists, and all the viewers from the motherland, the African continent, known for its color, its vibrancy. Thank you so much for taking time. And we hope you continue in this same vein of meditating as we build a strong mind, to build a resilient Africa. Thank you so much. I Meditate Africa 2021. What a success story. Thank you all for watching.